Hi, I'm April, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this one shoulder dress with a flowy chiffon sleeve. Here are the materials you'll need. If you want to know how much fabric you need to buy, you'll have to first create the pattern. Fold a large sheet of paper in half and trace out the front half of your shirt. Then extend the bottom of the shirt to the length you want your dress. Add your seam allowance and cut out the dress. To turn it into a one-shoulder dress, draw a slightly curved line that connects from the bottom of the armhole to the top of the opposite shoulder. Next, lay the top of the sleeve on fold and trace it out. When tracing your sleeve, do not draw the top curve so narrow. Mine was a little tight at the top of my arm. Then slash 3 lines up to the very top of the sleeve, but do not cut through the top and separate the pieces. We'll need them connected together so we can spread the sleeve evenly. Lay the sleeve on another sheet of paper and spread the pieces out and tape them down. Then trace around the entire sleeve and connect the curved line at the bottom. This is now your new sleeve pattern. After your pattern pieces are made, cut out 2 of the dress piece and sew down the side seams and shoulder seam. On my new sewing machine, I'm going to use this slight zigzag stitch that is used for knits or stretchy fabric, but if you don't have this option, just use the regular zigzag stitch. I love this machine because when I change the stitch, all the other settings like the stitch length and width are automatically adjusted for me. Try on the dress and make any alterations to it. I just sewn in the sides more to make the dress tighter on me. Now you can go ahead and hem the top of the dress. After cutting the sleeve out of chiffon, fold it in half and sew down the side. I'm using my serger for this because it's faster, but if you don't have a serger, go ahead and sew a French seam or sew a regular seam and zigzag stitch the raw edges to keep it from fraying. Now pin the sleeve right sides together with the armhole and match up the seams. Most sleeves are going to be a little bit bigger than the armhole, so to fix that we have to ease the sleeve in by sewing a basting stitch along the top of the sleeve and pulling the thread to gather it. Now you can go back and pin the sleeve into the armhole. After the sleeve is sewn in, flip the seam over to the shoulder side and top stitch it down. This will help keep the seam underneath so you can't see it through the sleeve. Next, sew 2 rows of basting along the bottom of the sleeve. Here are the directions to make the cuff. All I did was measure my wrist and use that measurement to draw out a rectangle that was 2 inches high, and then I just added seam allowance. Then fold that rectangle in half and sew down the side. This next part I forgot to film, but after sewing down the side of the cuff, I folded it in half so the cuff would be 1 inch thick, and then I just sewed it right sides together to the bottom of the sleeve. After you sew the cuff on, fold the seam down and top stitch. Lastly, hand sew the trim on the top of the dress and on the cuff. Use whatever hand sewing technique that works for you. I'm not really sure if there's a certain way to hand sew trim. Just make sure to use a matching thread color. After sewing on the trim, don't forget to hem the bottom of the dress and then you're finished. This dress is perfect for a school dance or a night out. Hope you guys give it a try, and if you do, please share a picture with me on Instagram or Facebook. Thanks for watching!